Take fights only when the BKB charge is ready, and yeah, there it is. That was real freaking obvious. It's one of my favorite heroes. I'm always happy when I see that Slark coming out, but I do feel like LBZS, right? Then LBZS are gonna be able to play around it. They're just gonna be able to shut down your strategy somehow, like they do through PA, constantly chopping down these trees and over on top lane. First blood will be the Lich going down, as LBZS, they end up... Oh, we got Pangolier going for a dive. Frost Shield is gonna allow them to disengage and kite around a little bit. Mavis, he does not have the skill set to deal with the burst damage coming out. Instead, it's will... Oh my god, double kill for TV. Got a rotation over from Carlo though with the Invis, and that should be enough to set up a kill on White Chan. Maybe not with Mars being there, as Chris did not see that one coming. Frost Shield is gonna keep a man fighting up against Melina. So far it's only a mid for mid lane trade, but Moss is Mavis, I mean, is gonna be the second one. Dropping their Rolling Thunder. Live amazingly. LBZS have just been managing the laning stage so far. It puts TNC on significant back foot here. They're gonna try to go for a kill setup onto the Winter Wyvern with the Invoker's massive spell damage. They're obviously just gonna get her here. But it means Sinful Soul, for all intents and purposes, he should live. And Sinful Soul is a hero you cannot afford to live. Well, okay, maybe if you get a really White Chan kill. Lina is not supposed to be going down that quickly. Invoker, Ghost Walk. But up there is a one, so obviously as they would like to. Asta doing his best to buy space for his tower as the Lich ultimate is gonna be there to follow the Bushwhack up, and that's gonna be a dead Marcy. Marcy got the rebound off though, saving the Winter Wyvern's life for now, as there is the Marcy in a follow-up. Slark is gonna jump her. Has to block the ultimate. And Winter Wyvern still alive. Out comes the Winter Wyvern first. But that just means she's gonna go down while Asta gets to live thanks to the Frost Shield. And yeah, Chris got himself a double kill. For Soul, that's something he really likes to do. Rotate early on those kind of greedy carries. He's going for a Battle Fury. He has a time kit. He's still gonna rotate early. He's still gonna fight early. And it looks like now that Slark is there, he is gonna lose a point of agility for that. I like him fighting really early, but the second that top fight was over, he should have just been gone from this middle lane to TNC, turning things upside down here. Winter Wyvern is gonna get pinned to the arena, manages to get out the Winter's Curse, but just barely, and yeah, that is still just gonna feed the Slark. It is gonna buy some time, but Pangolier is already dead, meaning they cannot turn around. And a Mars Arena this time around getting thrown in the face of the Pangolier. 0-man Winter's Curse, just to keep Bug from advancing on more people there. Because with the Blink Dagger, Winter Wyvern would have definitely been dead. This way you're maybe dead. Yeah, you are definitely dead. That's a double kill for the Hoodwink. Well deserved, taken off by LBZS. They are so happy with getting a free roach like this. Because it's exactly the ticket back into the game, at least if they don't lose a really bad fight now. Sinful Soul procs the BKB, starts running down the Mars with the Frost Shield, no longer able to do so. So instead he's gonna run down the Lich. Pangolier is the only kill going around in exchange so far. Sinful Soul, not the target you want to focus by White Chan with the BKB, but that is all the BKB is used for the side of LBZS. This is where they have a chance to turn this fight around. Maybe too late, as Phantom Assassin already goes ham, making that a double kill. Winter's Curse onto the Slark just to keep him locked in place and help deal with him. But he is not afraid of getting high ground kited by the Winter Wyvern. Lich gonna keep him locked in place, and this time around his team Mars gets broken, gets Laguna bladed. He turns around for the damage block instinctively. But as he was already broken, Lina is just gonna crit him in the face for some huge ass damage with the Silver Edge. Slark in pursuit. He is looking for a Lina kill. But she's got that Silver Edge, means she will get away. Slark, if he's smart, mischance away from bothering you. Ooh, that's unlucky for the Pangolier. But Slark just so happens to be there, and yeah. Look at how he goes within melee range to attempt to get his agility for just a second there. Sell it, forced to proc the BKB and teleport out of there. Does manage to... Ooh, TZY, baiting the Invoker out of position. Invoker presses the BKB in order to survive a turnaround of the Marcy though. Now they know Invoker BKB is down? That may be worth starting a fight round, as everybody is already being brought into this Radiant jungle. Nice Frost Shield from the Lich. Mars gets himself nullified. He will just die in 2 hits from Sinful Soul. This PA deals so freaking much damage, it's ridiculous. Lich now gets cleaved apart. If you kind of, yeah, like, I gotta add, PA is better throughout the pro scene more so than the clubs, because oh my god, with the double damage coming in and delivering a one-shot onto Mavis, just a straight up one-shot from full. That's gotta hurt as a support player. Oh my god. Hoodwink gets caught. Lina is finally starting to right-click for a ton of damage. Pair that with Phantom Assassin's armor reduction, and Frost Shield isn't gonna save these Drax. It's gonna buy a little bit of time, but it's not gonna save them.
Центральные казармы сил тьмы разрушены. Верхнюю башню сил тьмы
Winter Wyvern did get sniped by the Hoodwink. Well, not actually sniped, she still has the snipe available, meaning more damage to be had. Slark tried to kill the Lina in the middle of her entire team and will succeed at that. Amazing play from Asta. Asta looking for more, he needs to get it, otherwise PA can just tear him a new one. And with the Lich ultimate, that will be a dead Pangolier. Slark pretty fat, and he finds Sinful Soul. Sinful Soul silenced up. Where is your mischance now, he says. Cross the mini ultimate. And this Slark has so many stats. They had to commit their buybacks. They had to give up a lane of Rax, but it does lead to a full team wipe for nothing. TNC Predator, there's several people showing up the bottom lane or something like that. Hoodwink will set up on the Mars. He's been waiting to snatch the Aegis there actually. Asta gets through for a lot of damage by the Phantom Assassin. But look at the Slark going ham, getting himself back up to full health. It is a 2-for-1 trade, 2-for-2 trade now, with a dieback on the Hoodwink. Hoodwink has been having huge impact, so her dying is huge. Still both support and your mid laner had to buy back for that one. The Lina is especially important. But now Mavis goes down as well. Where is the Slark when you need him? Because they are impossible to push against as a Slark. You are all about the single target damage, you are all about hitting heroes whose attributes you can steal. Slark looking to go ham on White Chan. Will finally be able to do so. White Chan goes down the first time. But okay, there we go. Big arena. Making swift work of the Lina for the most part. Slark though has to be careful. Okay, will manage to get himself away from the fight and instead just leave his entire team to die. The second he has to back out of a fight, it's an absolute disaster for the TNC. Finally the Hoodwink comes back, saving Slark's life, immediately turning on the defense going. Both teams only hanging on with one lane of Rax. This is such a close game. Asta, he is gonna turn onto Sinful Soul. He is unable to get too many hits onto this Phantom Assassin. White Chen, he died to that Hoodwink combo elsewhere. There is so much going on at the same time during every single fight too. I love it. And Slarky finally finds his way in. A nice save from Eagles. Coming out from Pangolier. Pangolier saved by the A on this. Slark ganged up on the arena, trying to save, but no, the double crit is there! Oh my god, I did mention the risk of him being double critted. That's the one thing that as a Slark you can do nothing about. And that's exactly what happened here. Chris, BKB, 3-man tornado. He's trying to make space for the Slark without letting the enemies get megas. He's doing an excellent job of that right now. But White Chen is punishing the Hoodwink for her teammates' actions across the map. And now looking for more in the form of Buck, who is a super easy target. Slark wanted to buy back and people died, and now... Oh, that's a bit of a throw if they don't turn the game around immediately. Slark jumps in to do just that, and... Yeah, okay. It's still a Slark, it's still the most busted hero in the patch, and this is why. Other than the double crit, nobody can really stand their ground against you. Slark with the Alacrity just gets to work on the tower. TCY. With the Rolling Thunder, you can slow down the Slark, but you cannot stop him. Instead, Slark will stop you. Yeah, that is a free kill on the Pangolier, who immediately has to buy back with the Wyvern. Gets locked in place by the Hoodwink, making it +1. And now you only got a Pangolier and a Marcy left to defend. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Asta, he just wants to end. He presses BKB, starts hitting the Ancient, has plenty of invincibility left. PA though, hurt damage, maybe too much to finish. Mars, nice spear, pinning them to the Ancient. Slark just have an arena to hit the Ancient. Instead, going for a Sinful Soul. Hopefully that is not a mistake. Sinful Soul still alive. And yeah, TNC trying to reset the fight. They will catch Sinful Soul once again, and GG I think? Nope. Buyback is still there, I forgot. White Chen also holding his own. 49-minute game. This is such an amazing first game of the day. Bok goes on down, but look at that nuke damage coming out with just a Diffo Blade and the Sharpshooter. That's like almost an insta-kill on the Phantom Assassin. That's how you deal with PA. You can be the best Slark player in the world. You can have the best Slark game in the world. But how you counter Phantom Assassin? You pick the squirrel and you embrace the squirrel. You just grab Phantom Assassin by the nuts. Hey, now that there is a Phantom Assassin, Luna would also be a good one. Ooh. That's a hero I haven't seen in a while. I know he's not unplayable in the current meta, I watch just from sheer entertainment value. Ooh, with the Fissure they're gonna try for Mavis just as Venomancer has the level 2. And yeah, this is the type of play you need. Get yourself a first blood on that offlane Venomancer. Play all around that momentum. All around the hyper aggression. This time around when LBZS get the lead, they cannot possibly let it go. LWW is gonna get ran down. Rip the lid. Over on top, Marcy will manage to tower dive the Wraith King. Carlo, really well played, and LWW without the mana to do anything other than watch his carry die, so the safe lane already been lost by LBZS. They still have an excellent offlane going off the back of this Venomancer. They're still keeping the pressure up on Asta, and Venomancer plus Earthshake, it's such a strong combo. Look at this Mavis, he's just gonna melt to the poison. TCY, he may die for that one. He will, yeah. Accepts his fate. Talked during the draft about how good Marcy plus Bad Rider is, but that combo comes online so early too, and it's something that's, if you don't play either Marcy or Bad Rider and have a mate who plays the respective other hero, you are not gonna be able to play against that combo. That's one of those things you need to play it yourself to understand. And only bullying the Void with an Ember Spirit mid lane isn't gonna be enough. Ember Spirit has now gotten first of CS, and Chris would make for a huge kill target if they can get him indeed on the mid lane. I don't think they will, as instead Marcy comes on in, tries to set up under the lich, and that's just dead lich once again. And I'd say is the Ember Spirit and not the Void, since Void, all his job really boils down to, provided the Ember Spirit is fat enough to deliver some damage, is hit the Chronosphere. You time walk in, hit the Chronosphere and you die. Ember Spirit is still gonna do so much damage, it's gonna be worth it. Lich gets caught out warding, such a support line. Position for a follow-up Fissure Dream Coil onto the Void. He is silenced, he is feared, and just make sure he doesn't even get to press the time walk. Wave of aggression that's gonna come out of LBZS soon. Ember gets stunned, gets feared over the Fissure, a follow-up stun from the Wraith King, but he doesn't quite go over the Fissure. Now a lot of damage coming out from the Skyrim Mage. Is that on its own gonna be enough? Not quite. TCY, he gets the ultimate up, gets this post up on the high ground. Carlo still should be in a bunch of trouble, but Lich goes down, and yeah, there is the Ember Spirit coming in and showing he doesn't even need damage items just to grab out a ton of damage himself. Still, he is gonna die thanks to the Lich buying back and immediately teleporting back in, going for the cleanup. Park would really like to be able to pursue the Skyrim Mage here. Man, if only he had a Blink Dagger, and he misses the Dream Coil, oh my god. For here. Instead, it means LW Dub is gonna be in a bunch of trouble. The ult not bouncing, but it will slow them down enough for Raven to arrive. And the fighting, it is just never gonna end. Carlo now turning back around onto the Earthshaker. Earthshaker is gonna drop to the Ember Spirit, coming in with the Slayer Fist. And this time around, Wraith King, yeah, he doesn't have an ultimate anymore, meaning Void just gets the pull ahead. He is now really good right-click animation. You can turn Venomancer into a full-blown right-click carry if you really need to. And I think at the current rate, especially with the gold lead for TNC growing instead of shrinking, they definitely need to. On the mid lane now, we have another fight breaking loose. This time around with the puck just getting nuked after dropping the Dream Coil on the Ember. And it is gonna be a 2-0 for TNC. That's worth pointing out. And yeah, that's just the thing. TNC, the longer the game goes, the more options they have, and the less damage LBZS has. They still get a nice kill on the Skyrim Mage, but just a kill on the Skyrim Mage, if you're not able to transition it into something, isn't gonna get you back to this game. Venomancer putting up some nice Venom wards, denying the rune in the face of the Embers. TNC going for an invasion, and with that invasion, Puck could catch the Skyrim Mage as a punishment. Yes, they will. That is the first one down. And here you see Wraith King with the Radiance finally starting to do some work. It's gonna chip away at the Marcy. Everybody takes some visible damage for fighting around Sinful Soul, and Sinful Soul, he now also has some much needed build and right click damage, forcing out the Ember Spirit BKB at the last second. Okay, that's a decent fight, I'd say. Void and the Ember Spirit just take turns left and right click one or the other. Lich ultimate gets thrown out, but Ember Spirit, he is fully ready to just join that. With the Mars, they are gonna get another one. 2-0 so far. And Carlo, he is ready to sacrifice himself, gladly so, for the Ember, he says. Ember Spirit now opting for the Maelstrom. Okay, going BKB into Maelstrom, I actually approve of this for a change. Because he already procced the BKB to make... I wonder what TNC are waiting for, but obviously the players can see that they're 6k ahead. If they were, they would probably have been the one to engage this fight. But now instead, okay, Lich ultimate once again just doesn't really accomplish anything. Fissure gets dodged. Marcy jumps all the way back as this Wraith King is very, very scary. So is TZY. And TZY, he does have mana for every tiny bit of their gold lead, having to disengage and cut their losses. And it looks like this smoke is gonna backfire as well. Skyrim Mage is the first to go down. It's not gonna be able to fight any good. ulties, but he did silence the Wraith King, keeping him locked in place, making for a very, very easy fight. Look at that Void. Just jumps over to the Lich, kills off the Lich, and then jumps back over to freshly reincarnated Sinful Soul Wraith King. And the Sinful Soul Wraith King is gonna go down as now Void on the chase. They are Neon, and I feel like Neon would have ran this draft so much differently. Now Venomancer gets dropped with a Mystic Flare. Lich ultimate bounces once again, kinda underwhelmingly, but what are you really gonna do if the enemy has BKBs, right? That just does render your Lich ult mostly worthless, and if you're just able to contesting this roast, they can find a multi-hero chrono. Yep, there it is, called it. And LBZS, they fell straight for it. Wraith King just being knocked around over and over again. Void tries to just join the Lich ulti. This Lich ult was really good as it lets him kill on the bad at least. But even a good Lich ult at this point of the game is just a drop of water on a hot plate. That is this Void draft. Now thinks he can contest the roast. Gareth Mage buys back as Void without the Chronosphere. Obviously not quite as scary. Nice ultimate from the Venomancer. That means this roast could actually go the way of LBZS now. It will probably, with the Ember Spirit dying, being dead for 1 minute. Asta has a BKB, so he is gonna run down the Earthshaker, and they know they need more. They want this roast for themselves. The grand prize of this team fight. It is not something you can afford to pass up. Venomancer is fortifying the Roche Pit with his wards. All of those disgusting scents. Yondisk Puck. Interesting decision. Okay, he has a Blink Dagger as well. And that makes a lot more sense. There is an Echo Slam to try and lock down the Ember Spirit long enough for the Lich ultimate to finish him off. Ember Spirit will proc his BKB and be out of there. While Sinful Soul still frontline. There is a 2-man Chronosphere. And this 2-man Chronosphere is gonna prevent the Venomancer ult as well as the Lich from doing anything. So yeah. I was gonna ask Sinful Soul any last words. He is man fighting the Void with top dash. Oh my god, the Dream Coil being broken though. That was... Who broke the Dream Coil? How did they break the Dream Coil more precisely? Because that was exactly the play they needed. Beautifully played. Turning the fight around at last. Dagger, it could still lead to a huge initiation. Whether or not a huge initiation would be worth it, I don't know. Okay, this Skyref Mage will get chopped to bits. Talent is gonna commit the Echo Slam just to have it out before he is gonna go down, and down goes the other support. Venomancer trying to deal all the damage he can. The Chronosphere, not a good one for the first time in this game, as Marcy gets kited by the Venomancer. Venomancer is still alive, but not much longer, as Bad Rider gets himself a double kill posthumously. Smoke is proceeding. I can finally stretch. Ah, autumn mood, right? You'd think this tournament is me sitting in front of a fireplace, just sipping my tea. But nope, instead it is stressful fight after stressful fight. And this time around, you let the Void frontline. That's 90 seconds, no faceless Void. Ember Spirit still has the BKB, but he knows he needs to get something, anything out of this.
None may stop me.
Will kill the Earthshaker, so that is... And because of the risk of a lasso displacing you out of position. Venomancer gets a little overzealous, and they do know they need to push as LBZS, so they are gonna continue anyhow. There is a lot of damage going on the Marcy, and it's gotta be enough. Y10, he is up to a monster kill by now. That got the punish once before. Ember Spirit, however, he will fight to kill with BKB. It's just gonna pick that one up, and there is a Chronosphere only on the Lich. I don't think that's what they wanted. Void, he crossed his BKB, got stunned up by the Puck, and just wasted valuable seconds of magic immunity. TNC press? And TNC are smoking more than a Bob Marley concert, as they know only a favorable initiation can win the fight anymore. But that was not it. Mavis goes down, as will the Bad Rider. Bad Rider not using his buyback just yet. Mavis already has, but now Mars dies without a buyback, and so will Ember Spirit, except he has his buyback again. Still, 90 seconds respawn timer on the Ember Spirit. With or without buyback, that's got a smart, and that means these objectives are now fair game. Oh my god, man. I never expected it to go this way. I never expected LBZS to just win the game off of 3 underwhelming Chronospheres in a row. I expected them to win the game 10 minutes ago with the Venomancer plus Dream Coil combo, and then Wraith King with his Radiance build coming in the second after to clean everybody up. That's what I expected. Instead we get this absolute... Well, I wouldn't call it a shit show, but Void, once again, you can see he Chronos and he doesn't even kill an Earthshaker anymore as long as Lich is there. And that means the strongest carry in the game, Void, is just gonna go down, as the carry is only the strongest one in the game if he hits his Chronospheres the way you imagine they will. And with that, I think it's fair to call it GG. Mega creeps just make this impossible to death. Well, with the Void and the Ember Spirit, maybe. But Void and Ember Spirit are exactly the 2 heroes they've been killing off all game, farming them left and right for that fat chunky gold. And yeah, with that, GG should be called here any second. Now Puck cleans up Mavis once again. Salad did die on the Earthshaker. That is almost 100% no Earthshaker, but when you're being camped in the base, you generally know it's over in ticketed games. GG finally gets called, and they held on well, but if the Chronosphere isn't there, then what is? Right? What can you...
Right.